Hello, and welcome back to our Daily Games series. I can tell you right now, this is Myanmar. I'm not even gonna banter back and forth. If this isn't Myanmar, I'm gonna be stunned. It's a very distinctive country. We've got Thailand right along the other side. They're actually fairly similar looking countries, but Thailand's peninsula, this isn't even really a peninsula, it's just a piece of land that sticks out. Which sounds like a peninsula, but I described it poorly. It's not a piece of land that like sticks out into the water. It's just the coast of the western side of Southeast Asia. And Thailand is right here. So the Indian Ocean is right here. But this is all land over here. It's just not part of Myanmar. Whereas Thailand has an actual peninsula. It has the beginning of the Malay Peninsula, obviously, leading into Malaysia and Singapore. Anyway, we're not here for a geography lesson, although we are here to talk about geography. Let's move on to Globle. Let's start with Turkmenistan. Whoa, 11,000 kilometers away. So let's use some knowledge, if I can remember. Lebanon to Cambodia was like 8,000 kilometers, right? So this is either not... It's either in the Americas, very southern Africa, or Oceania, I believe. Now, 11,000 kilometers is far, but I don't know if it's far enough to get us over here. Because, like, if this is 8,000 kilometers, you know, then this is, I suppose you could do 11,000 to, like, Brazil or Venezuela, the Caribbean. I don't think you could get to the US, Mexico, or Canada. Maybe you could, like Newfoundland or something. And then for Oceania, we'd be going from Turkmenistan, like, down to... I would definitely believe this. I'm tempted to just, like, send Papua New Guinea to eliminate this region, / narrow it down to this region. Whoa, okay. Great guess. 300 kilometers. Now, I'm scared, because there's a lot of countries in this area. 300 kilometers is pretty damn close, though. It might just straight up be Australia. New Zealand is too far. The Solomon / Marshall Islands, I think, are too far. And, well, actually, one of them, I think, is right around here. So it might be one of those. I think Micronesia... Maybe. There's so many... There's so many islands we can't even see right here. Okay, the globe froze. I'm going to try Australia, because that might be a lot less than 300 kilometers, but that is, you know, there is a bit of ocean between these two countries, but they're quite close. So I'm going to go Australia. No, Australia's not even as close as Papua New Guinea, which means we're out in the ocean. So it's not Brunei. I think Timor-Leste is too far away. We have to be this way, which is scary, because now I just got to start guessing. I'll start with Micronesia. Whoa. That's what they highlight for Micronesia? That tiny little spot? There's like thousands of islands in Micronesia, aren't there? That's also still not as close as Papua New Guinea. So, but it is closer than Australia. So we're definitely in this region. Let's go Kiribati. No. Whoa, this is actually really good for me, because I've learned recently, I don't actually have any idea where these islands are. I just know they're all down here. So Kiribati's like the same longitude as Hawaii. I had no idea. That's insane. Palau? No. That makes sense. Palau is too close to the Philippines. I actually knew that. Palau is one of the few that I kind of know where it is. Samoa. Nope, too far. But closer than Palau. So... Nauru, Vanuatu, Tonga, the Marshall Islands and the Solomon Islands. One of the I don't know how to describe them. Between the Marshall Islands and the Solomon Islands, I just want to say one of the islands, but that's not right. One of them is down around here. The Cook Islands are also down here too, because they're a sovereign realm of New Zealand. And then one of them is up around here. And I want to say the Marshall Islands are further north. Oh my god, this is hell. What am I looking at? You can't even fucking see this thing. Are you serious? Alright, that's further than Australia. So maybe it's the Solomon Islands. It was the Solomon Islands. Okay, they're actually both further north than I thought they were. I guess I was thinking of the Cook Islands. So the Solomon Islands are right next to Papua New Guinea. That makes sense. Good to know. Okay. We got to Papua New Guinea on our second guess. And it took us 1, 2, 3... Wait, that was our original guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more guesses. So 9 total. But that was honestly a pretty... Not to toot my own horn, but I feel like that was a pretty big brain deduction using Lebanon to Cambodia as a rough measuring stick to say, like, it really can't be anywhere on mainland Europe, Africa, or Asia. So it was either an island, like down here somewhere, or it was maybe a very close American country, but I was like, I feel like it has to be down this way, and I'm very proud of that. That was 9, right? Yes, okay. So our average guess is creeping back up. We had it down to like 7.5. Let's go with Canada. No, that is Vietnam. Alright, well, that was pretty easy. I didn't even look at the distance, but that's one of the easier flags in the world to identify. Honestly, it's a pretty banging flag. There's a lot of flags that are too similar to other countries' flags, as you've heard me talk about. But this is not like the most original idea, but it's just very plainly presented in a way that very, very few other countries do. I like their flag. Alright, we've got a stoplight down on the ground. We've got some overgrowth. I immediately am thinking like a zombie apocalypse movie. I'm gonna go I Am Legend. I'm not gonna go I Am Legend, because of course, why would the movie I want to guess actually be an option? That's never a thing on Framed, you moron. You always have to go with like your 17th guess. Shaun of the Dead? No. This is A Quiet Place. Finally, we're gonna get something. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought that it's moved on because I was wrong, and I was like, are you actually joking? Because this is even more A Quiet Place. Finally, I got one within 2 or 3 on Framed. We've been... I'm actually upset that I didn't get it on 1. I just rewatched... I mean, it's been almost a year. Oh my god, time is flying. It's been almost a year since Part 2 came out, and I rewatched 1. Right, the same day, I believe, the part that I went to see Part 2. Great movie, theater experience, doesn't really hold up as well outside of that. Still good, don't get me wrong. But when I first saw the first one in theaters, I was like, this is unreal. Like, this, I'm gonna remember this for the rest of my life. And then I watched it again, and I was like, I'm about to fall asleep. Keane opens at Broadway Theater in New York City for 92 performances. So we're within the last 130 years, something like that. In France, a referendum supports Charles de Gaulle's policies on independence for Algeria. All right, we're in the 50s or 60s. I want to say the early 60s. Well, okay, that's when Algeria gained independence, I believe, but the referendum could have been before that. And the world's first retractable roof stadium, the Civic Arena, opens in Pittsburgh. I'm gonna start with 1962, because I want to say that's when Algeria gained independence. I was off by 1 to 2 years. So let's go... I know it's not 64 or later. I just know it's not. I'm tempted to go 63, but I'm gonna go... I think game theory says you should go 60 or 64. Because then if you're 3 to whatever off, you know you go in the other direction, and it's you narrow it down to 1. But my brain is saying it's 1961. So I'm like, do I play the statistically best option? Or Do I go for the moonshot? It's not really a moonshot. You have a 25% chance. But do I go with my gut and hope I get it right? I'm going to go with my gut because I'm stupid. Okay, thank God. I'm not as stupid as I sound sometimes. We are flying through this one. Are we on course? We're on... Okay, no, we just crossed 10 minutes. I thought we might be on pace for a sub 10 minute game. If we hadn't... I don't want to say shit the bed, because we did fairly well, but if we hadn't gotten hung up on Globle, I think we could have maybe gotten sub 10 minutes. 9.0! 9.0! This is Forrest Gump. There's only one movie IMDb would give that kind of score. And you already know what I feel about that. It's overrated as hell. I mean, this is probably Tom Hanks. There's a ton of movies. Forrest Gump. Well, maybe not. What in the world? There's so many movies. Tom Hanks ain't in many action movies, I can tell you that. Now I'm screwed, because I don't know. I haven't seen Forrest Gump since I was probably 14. Around there, give or take a couple years. I don't remember who else is in Forrest Gump. The movie is ass. Who plays the girl? I don't think that she's in a lot of modern action movies either. This is Forrest Gump, right? I didn't even count. I just assumed. Actually, I don't think this is. Wait a minute. No, this is not Forrest Gump. Wait, biodrama history. Forrest. Yeah, that's not even close. Why did I... Schindler's List. Schindler's List. This is Liam Neeson, of course. Action movie. Where's Taken? There it is. Where's... They don't have Phantom Menace on here, but that's okay. There's Love Actually. There's probably like Clash of the Titans, Wrath of the Titans, something like that. What was he in recently? I don't remember. But anyway, this is Liam Neeson. I almost typed Schindler. I'm not going to pretend Schindler's List isn't good. Is it a 9.0? Probably not. But that's okay. That was by far, I don't want to say by far, but I think that's our fastest video yet. Coming in sub 13 minutes. If you are enjoying this content, it's continuing to take off on YouTube, and I'm pleased. I hope you are as well. Please leave a like and subscribe. Please show your support. It means so much to me and takes so little effort from you. Yeah. Thanks, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.